Good morning, guys. This is Kim, Royal Kim, and the Kim is KH-EM. Wow, it's a beautiful morning that God has given us, and today, it's so much sunny. It's in the morning, but the sun is so sharp, and we are back to work. We're always working every day. This morning, I was just realizing that this is so funny, guys. Do you know that we are the last generation on earth that actually know how life was really like before social media? Because personally, I managed to be like there when there wasn't social media. It was when I was growing up, it was just a let me call it analog technology. It was movies when I was like really young, times of Jackie Chan, Rambo, Chuck Norris, and then we used to have these tapes, not even compact discs, not CDs, these tapes, that you could watch and then return it back, get another part 2. No one could own a tape, only a supplier. Wow. Anyway, our kids, and even now some people born in let's say it's from 2010, not even 2010, people that are born in the last 5 years or the last 6 years, they don't know how life was without social media. Okay, guys, our Earthen house is good now. Like now, it's perfect now. Now the plaster needs to be done. Tomorrow the plaster will be done, and also the painting. Baby, I don't know how long does it take after painting so that someone can move in a cemented room. Like, honestly, I don't know. You guys tell me. How long does it take for a paint to dry? I think it's, especially this paint that is oil based, it's just a day, if I'm not wrong. So at least I'm very sure this week we are going to be done with this project, and also the small ceiling. Not the small ceiling. Why am I calling it the small ceiling? I meant the PVC ceiling here, up here. Today I'll go to Sirare and buy that ceiling, by the way, and bring it. Maybe we can do it even on Saturday. We can do it on Saturday. So, and then I also need to paint the door well. I already have the varnish for the windows. It's just a matter of after plaster now. I rub all these and then I paint. Okay. Also tomorrow we'll be correcting a lot of things, like this part of the door. We'll be correcting it. The other side looks so nice. Looks good. We'll also make sure that we fix this lock, because I realized the water is a little bit the water is like being contained in the middle, which means there is something like a hole, it's not flat. So tomorrow we'll have to raise this area to make sure that water flows that side and this side. Yes. Wow. So this is the gutter, guys. I did iron sheets gutter, so I will have to get some means to have the water go down here, or maybe just have it all over here, because if the water flows here, then it cleans this place. But the other side, I'll be harvesting it. I also have another gutter on the other side. So today I had the plans of planting a banana somewhere here, 2 of them here and somewhere there. That is the plan that I have. And then also I can plant now. We found some seeds. Let me show you the seeds. The seeds. Show you some seeds. Put them. We have some seeds for the cowpeas. These ones will be enough. Cowpeas. So we'll be putting some nail here on this one. Yes, and that will be it. Coming next week, God willing, by the grace of God, now we'll get to the cabin, start working on the cabin, and I know we got this. We have a lot of things to do here. So the things that we need to do as far as the cabin is concerned, let me mention them so that in case I forget, you can always remind me, guys. Like the way I see someone reminding me, Kim, what about that was Esther. Kim, what about the ceiling? I'm like, oh, by the way, you have to do the ceiling. So it really helps me a lot when I mention the things here, and also when I mention them, it's a commitment. So the first thing that we'll be doing here, I have to look for this after we're done with the mud house, before anything else. I have to look for this guy that does this spray against termites. Someone that can do the spray around this farm everywhere, even at the fence, against termites. I don't know how much they charge, but I'll know. If it will be something that I can afford immediately, then we will able, before we even start working on the cabin. That is point number one. Before starting on the cabin, we spray around the compound against termites. Number two, before we even go to do anything else, I'll have to call someone like Thomas on the foundations of each post. You know, there are these posts that are holding this floating floor. On each of them, we need to build. Okay, already from the ground, it's built well, and even there is some concrete raised. But I want to build as from where the concrete reached up to where the floor is, to make sure that even by any chance, if it happens by any bad luck, that this post can fail on the lower side, the floor will always be held by that pillar that we'll have built. You feel me? Yeah, like we'll have two ways of holding the cabin: the post, and also even if the post by any magic, something that I know it can't happen, but if by any magic the post is cut somewhere down there, then that pillar that we would have built, then it will hold the floor together. Okay. That is something number two. And something number three, point number three, I'll have to work on the sides of the porch. Remember when I've been talking about the tent? We need to get a tent material and all that to cover this area and the other area and even the front parts. That is number three. Number four, I'll have to fix the floor of the cabin, especially somewhere around the entrance, you know. Unfortunately, we did not use these groove and tang timbers to do the floor here, because by that time, I'll be honest, guys, I didn't have, you know, good know-how of what I can do, and even the people that I was working with, they had not done this before. It was just a dream that I had, and I just had to do it. You know, I learned the hard way. I learned through mistakes. Yeah, but the funny thing is that I didn't know that is not one of the things that I ignored, because no one told me those days. We just did the floor, and you know, I didn't know whether when the timber dries up, it opens up and then leaves spaces. So personally, I did not know that, you know. So that's why we happen to be in that situation. But it's not every part of the floor that looks bad, just a few spaces that I need to cover. Then after that, then also this cabinet, if when we go to doing the wall inside the interior, if we get this there is this kind of, I don't know, it's a material or it's what, that when you spray it in the inside, like it how can I say this, I don't like, it fills the entire space. When you just spray a little bit, it fills the entire, mostly it's used in insulations, you know. So if we find it from inside, if it's sprayed, you know, it will cover these spaces even from inside. You understand? It will cover these spaces. So I don't know whether there will be any need of covering from outside these spaces. And you guys will also tell me if it is also needed. Maybe even if it is covered inside with that insulation, maybe there is also a need of covering here. So that one, I will need your advice. Is it okay if we cover inside, there is no need of covering these spaces? Or even if we cover inside, we'll have to cover outside? I'll need your help with that. Then after that, we'll be doing now the gypsum boards in the inside and also in the ceiling. Yes. And the ceiling, before we even do it, one thing that I would want to do, like 100%, I would want to cover these spaces even everywhere up to the top, even at the iron sheets, you know, to make sure that nothing can crawl from outside and enter in the ceiling and stay there. Understand? I think Ken V knows better about that, and I know he will help us fix that. Yes. Okay. I think that was point number 5. Now the wall inside and outside, and then now after that we will have to change the kitchen, everything, the kitchen inside we'll have to fix. Don't worry, we will get to that, no problem. That time, change the kitchen setup and everything, do some cabinets, even the bed we change everything. And after doing so, I'll also have to fix my stairs. These stairs are the ones that I had since when I started. I just want to do a more smoother one. I repaint it well. Yes. And then I will see what I can do with shoes. I want to see whether I can do something that somewhere to put shoes, or maybe just here. Let me just leave it that way, because I feel like it is not a good thing. Let's say for example, it rains and someone is coming. When we go with the shoes on the post, then you dirtify it. Anyway, that is why after everything else in the cabin, after everything in the cabin and the foundation, we'll come to the cabin's compound. We will be doing the pavings from this point all this way, you know, near the bonfire, all this way, take a turn up to where the gate to the kitchen garden is, and also going to the washrooms. And I have a new iron sheet here. I want to change the roofing of that bathroom, the washroom. It's 2 toilets, a flush toilet and another normal, you know, squatting toilet. I want to change the roofing. Then after changing the roofing, I want to put a gutter here, so that water can be collected directly to that drum, like directly to that drum. That water helps with the squatting toilet. It helps with flushing most of the times, because we don't have a flushing system in this toilet that I'm talking about. Yes, I also plan like the bathroom and the toilets. I also plan to do them some tiles because they won't, if they use a lot of tiles, it's maybe 2 boxes, just 2 boxes. That is something I plan to do, but not immediately, maybe before the end of the year. Yeah, even the roofing, I already have the iron sheets ready waiting for that. So the most important thing right now, especially November, it's the cabin and everything. Then maybe if we finish earlier and we happen to remain with some budget, then we continue with the pavings. If we don't have some money remaining, then maybe early December before we go for Christmas, we can do the pavings and that roofing and the tiles in the washrooms. And yes, and then next year the first thing that we will do before even going to that project, before even doing anything, the first project ever for next year in this farm, it will be this gate. And this gate, when it will be done, we'll also do this compound. See this compound here, this area, we'll do this place, because remember, the only part we would have done, it's the pavings here. That time the grass will be grown, you know, next year. That should be early next year actually, God willing. So the pavings would have come up to this point, you know. So next year, this will be the main project, the gate, and doing these pavings perfectly, and then also that pathway going up there, so that after we are done with here now we can start doing that building back there. Yes, but the main first project is the gate and this area. That building, we cannot talk about it now, next year. The only thing I could talk about is the gate. This is all what I could say that we will do early next year, the gate and this compound here and the pavings. But for this here, this November especially, you have to fix the cabin inside, outside, foundation, and God willing, the pavings before we break for Christmas. Yes, so that is my plan, and that is what I can say. So if there is anything that I have forgotten and it's important, just be reminding me as we go on. You know. Oh, Kirende, you have a key. By the way, Kirende has a key nowadays for the farm. I gave him a key so that he doesn't struggle when they are coming to work. And today he was bringing me a banana. Okay. Mefungu kama bado. Okay, tena kufungua. Guys, today we are planting a banana. Kirende promised me a banana. You know, here at their place, bananas is not like a problem. Oh my God, this is the sweet one, right? Yeah. Guys, this is the sweet banana. Oh my God, Kirende, thank you so much. May God bless you. He told me yesterday that we will plant this banana. I did not believe, but now I can see it. You know, tu pole pole matawi isivunjike. Hivyo tu. So today we are going to be planting the banana. Wow, this is so good. Guys, these bananas, they are the small ones. You know, the small ones, the small sweet ones. Yeah. Wow. Kweli kabisa. So, weka tu chini, haina shida. Kirende, you have uploaded a video or not yet?
No, my phone, I don't know what's wrong with my phone.
Oh, by the way, Kirende's phone has a lot of problems. I think that is why he has not uploaded his video. But you are saving towards getting a phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As we work here every day, he is saving his money towards getting a phone. And remember the other time you also got that other money, so he's saving up. Maybe at what time do you think you can? Is it December or November?
No, at the end of this month.
At the end of this month. So at the end of this month he will be getting a new phone, you know. So Kirende, give yourself a shout out even if you have not uploaded a video.
Yeah. Yeah, my name is Kirende. Subscribe to my channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even to reach into 100 subscribers.
Okay. You will even go to 1,100. Personally, the other day I was 100 here.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem even being less than 100.
Yes.
The other day here with this channel that we are here, I was fighting to get to 100. I also fought to 200, went to 300. So you will get even to 1,000, no problem. But work is needed every day. But when you get the phone, you can go back to uploading.
Yes.
Okay, Kirende. Okay, guys, that is it. At least now you know about Kirende. Guys, it was raining and all of a sudden the rain has stopped. Yes, so this is what happens. The water drops from that other side, slopes down here the same, but tomorrow we have to repair now at the door. Water is supposed to drop there coming this way. So that is why I was saying I want to plant how do we call them? I want to plant yams around this area. Actually, this entire portion I want to dedicate it to yams. And then I control that water. I put some stones there. I make sure the water is always in this area where we have the yams. Yes. Wow, it feels good, you know, stepping around here. Guys, I could have done red oxide here. I was actually talking to Bena, one of us here, that why not red oxide? There is a day when we were doing the birds tower. I tried doing the red oxide, and the color out of that mixture, it was not good. So I stopped. I feared that product over here, but I know red oxide has a good red color. I just chose to leave it that way, natural, you know. So the water comes from this gutter down here and it drops back. But I'll always have a drum over there. I don't know, guys, how that one will come later. For now I can't, because we have to do a ceiling and other things. So yeah. Wow, I have actually been harvesting kales or collard greens from my garden for like 3 times this week, and it's so funny that every day I see new leaves, big leaves. Yeah, but that is fine. This is the type of bananas called the sweet bananas. The sweet bananas. He planted one here and the other one there. I wanted it to be a little bit from this end, from the wall here, and also not that deep, because remember we have other things coming up there. So it has created enough room if, in case this one gets a baby. But I'm told these ones take too long to get a baby, because I don't know why. Yes, so that is it. And then we have that other one there. It's 2 sweet bananas. Yes, 2 sweet bananas. Okay, guys. Okay. Wow. It has been raining and still the rain is coming. The rain is still... Actually, you can hear some drops, right? Can hear from the iron sheets. Guys, tomorrow is the day that we now do the final part, the plaster inside. After we do the plaster inside, now we are done with the Kirende's contract. I mean, Kirende the mason, the young Kirende, you might see him here again and again. Yeah, so because he's now creating videos, and you know, most of the times he will want to come and do videos. And also, I mean, he's my boy, he's my neighbor here, so there is no way. Now, if he needs Kim, I'll always be here for him. Though I wasn't happy with the mason, because the mason at some point we have been arguing on a few things. I tell them do this, tell him do this, he doesn't do it. Do that, please. Like now we will correct that because he didn't listen to me. We'll put nail here because he didn't listen to me, you know. And also back there, but no problem. It's work. It's work, you know. No one is perfect, and people are always... It's hard to deal with people. I can also be hard to deal with, you know. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think personally I'm looking forward to the next coming week, when I have moved there, and then we start this work. No problem, because you will see everything. I know there are new people here that I've never seen inside the cabin. You will see that day now. But there is the gang here that knows the cabin even when it was just a foundation. Yes. Okay, guys. It's gonna rain now. The rain is coming back again. So I'll just say thank you for watching this vlog up to this point. And then I will see you tomorrow. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you for sticking around always. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye bye. Yeah.